Welcome!
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
It's the John Arvin Textiles vlog. It's number 33.
I'm Helena.
I'm Sonia.
And I'm Donna. Welcome to 2025.
I know, 2025.
Scary.
It sounds like the future, doesn't it? Like it actually does. Like a sci-fi film.
The millennium, the new millennium was 25 years ago. It's just like, how did that happen?
We're just so young. We're just all so young. I've got glasses somewhere that are like special Millennium 2000 glasses. Yeah. They're going to be worth some money soon.
Maybe. You never know.
Maybe.
Me and all the other people in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we are chatting to you about Exmoor sock, which is what we're all holding.
Lots of colours.
We have some new ones.
New ones.
Exciting.
It is exciting. Definitely. Yeah. And then I have also returned. I have been off sick, but I am now back. So it's lovely to kind of actually be back at the mill and getting stuck into stuff again properly.
Remembering what we sell.
I know.
Yeah.
It's honestly.
This is yarn.
Yarn.
Yeah.
And what do you do with it? Is it for eating?
It is actually, yes.
You just collect it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just keep it in boxes.
You
in
insulate your
cupboards.
house with it.
Yeah. That's what I do. Yeah.
I don't know. You made a sock.
I did. Yeah, I did make a sock. Yeah. I've
Just
got lots
one.
of insulation at home.
Yeah, but thank you so much to all of you at home who kind of sent me messages. It was really, I appreciated it a lot. It was so nice reading them all. And yeah, I really, honestly, it's a good old woolly world, isn't it? But I'm all better now, hopefully. I've got a test in a bit, but it should be clear, so all is well again, which is nice. So, yeah. Means I had to come back to work again though, so.
Got to come back and film some vlogs.
Yes.
I know.
And write some newsletters.
Yeah, it's all go this week, honestly. Very confusing.
I'm sure they'll be very forgiving when you say the wrong thing and write the wrong thing and forget what year it is and what we sell.
Exactly. Everyone will just be pleased to see me again. It doesn't matter that I'm just spouting nonsense, does it? Wouldn't make that much of a difference.
I was going to say, we're used to that song.
Exactly. I put my Exmoor sock jumper on.
I know, it's very nice.
Very fancy.
Yeah, it's knitted in this one here, but held together with some fluff. So it looks a lot less glaringly bright.
It looks a bit closer to the new one.
It does,
but not quite. Somewhere in between.
Definitely. What did you do with your holes, Helena?
I knit a sock and started a jumper and finished all of my holiday knitting. Some of it didn't happen on time, but you know, it's close enough.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Finish
knitting.
your mum's jumper.
I finished my mum's jumper.
Well done.
Did another hat, but that was like 2 days late, but that's fine. Sort of wave a half-finished hat at somebody and go, "This is yours, you can have it later."
Yeah, I've so often wrapped things up in the needles.
Oh, really?
My main problem was I ran out of secret knitting time, like the time where you can knit where the person can't see what you're knitting.
Yeah.
That was the main problem with like travelling around and visiting everyone over Christmas. And it's just like, oh, I could do some knitting. Oh crap, everyone's come in the room again. I have to put that one down.
Yeah.
But yes. And then I've almost finished my Aran jumper that I was knitting before Christmas, but I had to pause that to do all these other things. Hopefully I'll finish that one soon. And then I started knitting another jumper in a new and exciting thing we're making for later in the year. But I haven't got very far in that one either. And then I had to stop knitting that one because I was knitting a sock. So you can have a look at it in a minute.
God, you got all the projects on that. I'm quite a monogamous knitter. I can't do all the projects.
Well,
like that.
I am, but that's the problem is that they just get put in a pile and then I have to remember to go back. 'Cause, deadlines get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you get up to?
We had a very family Christmas. It was very nice. All the kids came back. Yeah, it was lovely. Very relaxing. And didn't do a lot of New Year. Managed to stay up till midnight though. Saw the New Year in. And knitted my sock for the new colours.
Yeah, we've got so many samples to show you folks later, don't we? There's a little stack of them over there in the room.
Lots and lots of socks.
Yeah. What did I get up to?
You knit a sock.
I knitted a sock. I actually,
There's a bit of a theme
I
here.
actually knitted the sock in the first week back at work rather than in the holidays. But I blended up lots of yarn colours for a future thing happening this autumn.
Ooh.
That's what I did.
All these teasers.
Yeah, and other than that, it was just like nice and quiet and chill. I ate a lot of chocolates.
Important.
And then I got given a lot of chocolate, so somehow I have more chocolate now than I did before eating, like my body weight in chocolate. I don't know how that works. Watched a lot of films, played a lot of puzzles. It was good, yeah. Who knows what happened, really? It seems like a blur, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we tell everyone about our exciting yarn?
Please, Donna,
Yeah.
you just pointed out all the new
New colours.
It was
Right.
a little quiz. Go on,
It's
do
a-
it again.
So I have Ooly Puggers, which is our lovely new bright green.
Which means bulrushes.
Bulrushes.
Brushes.
Sonia has Polywiggle, which is tadpole. A lovely
Everyone's
dark
favourite so
charcoal
far.
black. And we have Hurdy, which is a lovely burgundy red colour,
Which just means reddish.
reddish.
It's because we've got red soil round here in
Yeah.
Devon, don't we?
And then this one is Heedy Peep, which means hide and seek, which we just thought was really fun.
Yeah,
Cute.
it is cute.
Yeah.
Gambling
Yeah, it's a
around
nice
the
sort of
meadows.
Lilac-y colour.
It is. It's
Yeah.
proper
And then-
lavender.
You have all seen this one before because it came out in October, but Drizzle, which is the other natural, which is our other fairly new one. So 4
Yeah.
brand new and 1 almost new.
Definitely. One we haven't told you about yet.
So many new
So,
colours.
Should we get stuck in, and do you want to tell folks what is actually in Exmoor sock?
We could do that.
Talk about the composition a little bit and why we put the sheep in that we do.
Okay, so we'll tell you a little bit about what Exmoor sock is.
Yes.
It's one of our best-selling yarns. It's
It
very loved. This one
is.
goes all around the world. Everybody has
Definitely,
this
it's
one.
a fave with stockists. So if you walk into a yarn shop and they've got some of our yarn, it's probably this fella here.
Yeah, so we've made it from 60% Exmoor Blueface, which is our sort of local standard wool. We put it in everything. We
love
really like it.
Yeah.
And that's what the difference is between these two, is that this one has the white version and this one has a grey version, which
Yeah.
is what the new thing is. So this one is Mizzle, this one is Drizzle. Because everyone went dark Mizzle, that's Drizzle,
Yeah.
and then it stuck.
Which will be a mystery to anyone who isn't in the UK, probably. But
Yeah, doesn't
mizzle is
understand.
like light rain, and then drizzle is like you don't really want to be going for a walk if it's drizzling.
Yeah.
If it's mizzling, that's fine.
Mizzle is
Drizzle-
like kind of wet mist, so
Yeah.
you'll get a bit wet on the outside, but it's probably fine. But drizzle is it's actually raining.
yeah, just stay in if it's drizzling. Find
So
something else to do.
Devon is such a beautiful place that we have to have these differences in the rain because
There's so
it's
many
just
names
raining all
for
the time.
rain, though, aren't there? I mean, there must be, I don't know, upwards of.
yeah, as well as the Exmoor Blueface, there's also 20% Corriedale, just to give it a little bit of sort of soft and floofiness,
Yeah.
and 10% Zwarbles, which gives it the this takes it from white to a light grey, and obviously this just adds to the grey in this one.
Depth in it.
And then it's also got 10% nylon because it's a sock yarn, so it
Yeah.
needs to be nice and strong. And it's also superwashed,
Yes.
so you can put it in a washing machine. We don't necessarily recommend putting it in a washing machine.
On a wool cycle, I think.
Yeah, if
you've
your
got
washing
a
machine
modern
is safe.
machine with a wool cycle, but you
I
know,
still
if your
hand wash mine.
machine is a bit aggressive, then maybe hold back. But
But yeah, so it is superwashed. It has got nylon, so it is very similar to other things, but it's just a lot more of a woolly sock yarn than a lot of other ones around. So
Yeah,
It's
no,
really
it's
nice.
lovely.
Very
And
cosy.
the 2 natural shades we also have in tops. So here's a big old bucket of Mizzle, which is the paler one, and this is one of our most popular tops. It's a lovely colour. I mean, that like silvery shade is just very classy, isn't it?
The tops are also super washed.
Yes.
With the nylon in, so you can, if you do that, we'll make the exact same thing.
And then we've got the darker one as well, right here.
So yeah, the darker one is also what we use for Gladys in our Devon Naturals range. So that's just the straight up, the dark Exmoor blue face. So it's very similar, but yeah, it's just a really nice sort of warm, slightly brown toned, like mid grey. So yeah, it's a nice cosy colour.
It is
It's
lovely.
the one I've been
I haven't
knitting in.
worked with it yet.
It's
'cause
really
it's
nice.
quite new. I need to have a little go on it.
It's a little bit
don't I?
fuzzier than the Mizzle, but that's because it's a bit softer. Like
Yeah.
the because of the way that they sort the wool, they don't do as many grades when it's coloured. They just sort of go, just throw all the black and the grey in one big thing. So these like sort of overall medium like micron count of this one is higher than the standard white, just because
It's really
much more of a
lustrous.
mixture.
I know when we walked down to the wallboard a couple summers ago, when we first decided we wanted to buy some, it was giving it a little feel and it felt lovely.
Yeah, so there's some like, you know, some stuff that in other places might get like separated out as like a BFL and stuff that get thrown in there because it's the same type basically.
It's all grey. That's
It's
the main
nice.
thing. And then obviously we dye on the Mizzle, because dyeing on the dark one would be, you couldn't see
hard
the
job.
colours. Here's the new ones. Donna pointed them out moments ago, but there they are in their glory. We'll give you a little close up.
This one's got one of the new and exciting labels on it. Some people haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
The latest of the new labels we've been putting on, which has
So we'll
little
also
teeny
give
tiny
you a little
socks on.
close up of the label. That little sock is so adorable, isn't it? The woodcut. They're all woodcuts. And then we've got, as if that wasn't enough new stuff, we also have this.
Brand new shade cards. We have gone very upmarket in our things, and it's taken us a really long time. We bought the machine that does this over 2 years ago.
It was like one of the
Only
first
just
things.
got around to using it.
It was absolutely one of the first things we did when we bought the company.
But it's taken us so long to like figure out how to get it working and decide how we wanted this to look. Obviously, we made it look quite similar to the mill membership certificates now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just trying to get everything on this nice brown card. Just all looks the same now. But yeah, like we like
Nice
that this
and
instead of
uniform.
having the little tiny ones that are just a couple of bits hole punch through some card, you get quite
get
a
a
lot
whole
you can look
strip.
at, and yeah, the strips,
And the strips
come out
so
so that you can
take
decide,
them off on your
stick them on the
wanderings.
board. It does also tell you which way up was the top, so you can put them back in the right way.
See, we've thought it through a lot. It did take us 2 years, but we did think about this quite rigorously. So
We will also be doing this for all of our other ranges, but Exmoor sock is the only one that is currently available
Yeah, it's the
because
first
obviously
one.
we needed it ready for these new
yeah,
colours.
but
so-
we hope you like the new shade cards. We're quite chuffed with how they've turned out. And then they're also in this nice sturdy kind of packet. So I think they should be a lot more hard wearing than the old version as
And
well.
also, like, they've got their own little spine with the names, so like you can just put them on the shelf with your other stuff, like with your
and
magazines
then
or
you'll know
files and
what's-
things.
where
so
everything is.
yeah, less likely to just get lost in the bottom of a drawer
Hopefully.
for when
That's
you
the
suddenly
theory.
really needed it and couldn't remember what colour you wanted. But yeah.
Exactly. So, shall we show folks as well? In addition to all of that, we also have a little bit of a limited edition tops.
We do. Laura has whipped some up for us.
Could my glamorous assistant backstage? Whoop! Oh gosh, we're not very good at catching, are we? There we go.
Laura has made these 3 shades exclusive to mill members.
Yes.
And they are a blend of Exmoor sock with Devonia and then a bit of nylon to get it back up to the 10%.
Yeah, so if you're a spinner, what's nice about these is they've got that same 10% nylon, so it'll be perfect for spinning sock yarn.
And they're half super washed, so probably not best for the
Yes.
washing machine, but they still will be. Yeah, they might survive.
Yeah, but mainly they've got the nylon, so they'll be nice and hard.
Yeah, the other
wearing.
really fun thing is that those two were made with the drizzle as the base.
Yes.
And this one, which is why it's a lot brighter, is made with the mizzle as a base. So you can see just like how big of a difference it makes. But these ones she's also given fun names. Do you remember what the names are?
Yours is the best name. I know
Mole
that.
Scrawl.
It's which is a caterpillar. Mole Scrawl. It sounds
Crazy.
quite frightening. That sort of makes me think, imagine if you were like miniature and then the caterpillar's really big. You might call it a Mole Scrawl. If you're like a tiny little amoeba or something. It's a slightly threatening name. And then I've got much less threatening, Dempsey, which is sort of twilight.
Yeah, it's similar base to Dimity, which is the yarn that's sort of like a dark tealy colour. So it means sort of like that twilight nighttime. So yeah, it's just like a nice
The light's starting to
blue
fade.
and it's starting to go a little bit grey and dark.
Happens a lot in winter. It's
very-
just permanently
I mean,
Dempsey.
It's
You
just
wake
this
up,
colour at lunchtime.
the sun comes up in the morning, it's already Dempsey.
Yeah. And the last one is
Ruddock.
which means robin.
Yes.
So it's just a nice sort of orangey red.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
on
lovely
again on the like
kind of-
grey tan base.
It's a lovely warm sort of russety colour, isn't it? But there's lots of robins bobbing about in the garden at the moment. So again, quite nice and seasonal. Which one's your fave, Hals?
I think I quite like the red one.
Yeah.
But they're all really nice. I like that this one's quite bright without being
Definitely.
like in your
I
face.
think this one would make a fun pair of socks, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Nice and stripy. And then you might be done by the time spring arrived and it's sort of primrose coloured. So I like the blue best, I think. I'm usually a kind of auburny red colour, but you picked that one, so I feel like now I have to give the blue some love. Yeah. Do let us know which ones you like best.
Yeah. So those are all of our new products. But as we said, we've got lots and lots of new samples for which we also have kits for all the patterns. So we're going to show you some of those now.
Defo. So we've got tons of sock samples to show. Do you want to show us the one that you made first?
Yes, this is
your
really fun actually.
favourite?
This is Pressed Flowers by Amy Christophers. It's mosaic knitting.
It is.
Which is really good fun actually.
You love a mosaic knit.
I
I feel like
do.
that every other thing you're making is
Yeah.
a mosaic knit.
Yeah, I've done the artist shawl, which was lovely, and I did do another mosaic sock.
You did.
So simple mosaic sock, I think that was. I need to look that one up. But yeah, this was really good. I want to do some more of this actually. That's really nice.
It's lovely, and that's in the Uli Puggers.
With Odd Bedod.
I mean, it's they're going to see you coming.
They are,
You could
aren't
wear them to run in the winter.
Yeah. I'm not going to get lost.
No.
I? So
You're
no, they're
not
really,
getting
really
lost.
cool actually.
They're lovely, though.
But I was thinking maybe Heedy Peep lilac with bell heather might be nice.
That would be
actually.
nice.
So that
That
might
would be nice.
my next sock project. So very,
Do you
very
think you're
nice.
going to make yourself a pair then?
I think I will actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Yeah, I got
were
into it.
quite frustrated at the
I
beginning.
was, but I think it was something I was doing. But
Yeah.
no, it is very pretty. So I was being an idiot.
It looks lovely.
It's got an afterthought heel as well, which is not something I'd done before.
Yeah.
And it works really well. I
That's
think.
see, that's my main go-to is afterthought. So it's funny to think. I mean, everyone just knits so differently.
This is it.
Don't
I'm
they?
always top down
Yeah.
and a heel thingy.
Heel flap.
Yeah, heel flap.
I think it's because I do a lot of contrast colour socks,
Yeah.
and then you get like a perfect little square
Right.
if you do the afterthought.
Yeah, no,
so
it has worked really well. And then we
what
have
else have you got? Let's take that off you.
the mycelium by
They're so
Charlotte.
cute.
Stone. We've had these kits for a while, haven't
They-
we? But
we have.
it's nice to have a sample now. It's really lovely.
And I mean, you know, living in Devon, there are a lot of mushrooms, especially if you go for a walk in the autumn. They're just like,
They're
can't.
there, aren't they?
It's a damp climate. So it's nice to have this immortalised on a sock now.
So that's Bibblebug. The mushrooms are quick bean.
They are.
And a little bit of mizzle, and we've got Drumble as the background. That's
And
very cute.
they're so nicely knitted. I'm always a bit scared of doing an all over colourwork sock.
Yeah, it's lovely Kayla, isn't it?
She's done a fab job on them.
Very good.
I know.
What have you got?
I might be stealing them. They feel so warm
They're
and
lovely.
cosy because you end up with that double layer.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It is nice.
It feels a lot thicker actually than the
Yeah.
mosaic. I mean, it is.
know. If you get cold feet,
Colourwork.
colourwork socks is the thing to do. Obviously, what have I got? I've got
What have
the
you got?
opposite. I just made an easy sock. Here we go. I used all the colours because I couldn't decide.
Very colourful.
But it's just a really simple sock pattern, and it's actually handily. It's available for free on Ravelry. It is the Weekend Shorty Socks by Summer Lee, and she's done hers in lots of different neons. So I went for a slightly more muted, more me kind of colour palette, but they're lovely. It's just got that real kind of autumnal vibe.
Lovely.
And then the it's not navy. What am I chatting about? The maroon is the new colour, obviously. That's Herdy. But yeah, they're good fun. I kind of want to make. I would quite like to make some for me of these.
Would you? Would you do it for the same colour palette? Or you've
I
got
would.
so many colours to choose from.
I know that's the trouble, but I think I might make them a bit longer because they're just like little ankle socks, and I like a long sock. Apparently,
warm.
ankle socks aren't fashionable anymore.
Oh, are they
That's
not?
how you can tell. That's the difference between like millennials and Gen Alpha. Are they Gen Alpha? The people
I don't
younger than
know.
millennials? Help me out, Helena. What are they called?
Gen Z and
Gen Z.
Alpha.
Okay. Oh God, there's 2 generations underneath us now. Frightening.
God, don't.
But apparently that's the way you can tell a millennial is because they'll wear like secret hidden socks and they'll do a French tuck. So
Oh, I see.
showing my age. Moving on. Then we also have these lovely ones, which were done by Kyla. And this is they're such nice colours together. So that darker purple is the older one, the Bluth. And then it's Heedy Peep is the lavender. But they're gorgeous
pretty.
together. It's so pretty, isn't it?
Quite subtle, isn't
And
it?
then the mizzle, obviously. And this is one of Kate Davies's. So for anyone who's been following us for a good couple years, was it at some point during like maybe 2022?
Possibly, yes. I think.
2021?
Yeah.
Who knows? Time is a flat circle, but at some point this gorgeous book came out. And it's by Kate Davies, and it is called Blue Stockings, and it just uses Exmoor sock, and there's tons of lovely sock patterns in there. It's
Really
really
nice.
gorgeous. And this lovely Sarah Scott is one of them. So
I think you can do that one in different lengths as well, can't you?
yeah,
A
that's
shorter
true. This is
version, a long
another short version, isn't it? It's quite nice to have a short sock sometimes.
Yeah, I like that. It's very nice.
Yeah,
They're all toe up.
they
so
are. That distressed you, didn't it?
It does. I've only done toe up socks once, and
Yeah.
it all came apart. So
Yeah.
that was for sock madness. It was a challenge. I would do it. Yeah.
I have to say, I do prefer I seem to usually do top down.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's frightening about toe up is I never, because I don't do it that often, I'm then never sure where my gusset should start. And
No,
then
it's
sometimes
it.
I end up with a toe that's like a sock that's like too long. But the thing that's nice about toe up is you can just keep going until you've used all the yarn, isn't it?
That's it.
Whereas
yeah,
if you do
it's a
top,
good thing to do.
if you do top down, then you just end up with like 20 grams of yarn. That's a bit, you
spare
know.
balls to make
Spare
a nice
balls.
stripy sock
Yes, or a colourwork sock.
or a colour work. Yes.
Little afterthought heel, perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah. They're always useful, aren't they? These little balls of yarn. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then I think Helena's got even more sock samples to show off.
So we've got even more to
Socks.
show you. What have we got here?
Right.
This one's fun.
This is lovely. This is the Mismatch Sock by Tia Burchek, and this is in one of our more recent new colours, the Fairy Thimble, but the even newer colour Hurdy, and they work really lovely together.
Yeah, they're mismatched because you do the other one with the colours reversed. So her original one, she used Dimity and Mackerel Sky, so like a blue one. So we thought, hey, let's do a pink version too.
It's very
that's fun.
pretty.
But yeah, they're really fun.
Yeah.
And that's another one that Kayla kindly knitted for us.
Yes, Kayla's our Wonder Test knitter.
And
Then we have Red Panda by Azita Krebs. This is beautiful, beautifully knitted by Laura. Our Laura did this.
this is also, there's a jumper pattern that's this, where they uses this as like a colour work band around the waist, but then there's also a sock.
Yeah.
It's very cute. But this one uses Polywiggle and Hurdy.
Yeah.
So, great.
A little bit of mizzle in there as
Exciting
well.
to use off 2 of our new ones.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
What have you got, Helena?
I did another Traduce by Alex Bird. So she originally did this one in the mizzle, so I thought it would be nice if we had one in the drizzle so you could compare and contrast. It's got like lots of little tiny twisted Vickle stitches in there from the Estonian style, and it's very, very cute. It's another little shorty one that's got not very long, but yeah, it's very pretty.
It does look
It's a
lovely.
bit fiddly, but I find all socks really fiddly. But I liked knitting with the drizzle. It's soft and a bit fuzzy.
Yeah, it does
nice.
look it.
It's
It's
a nice
lovely.
We've also got this crazy thing.
It's
Sophie did this one, which is another Stone Knits one, which is, I think it's called Sea Creatures, but it's listed under Jolly Jellyfish
Yeah.
because there's like 2 versions depending on how many jellyfish to other creatures you put in, I think. But yeah, again, we've got the Polywiggle, and then Fairy Thimble, Odd Madod, and down here is the Heedy Peep. But yeah,
It's really nice.
they're great fun. So it's a very deep undersea
It
creatures
is.
one, this one. But
It's
yeah.
exciting though to have. I'm so excited that we've got a black. I've been wanting this for ages. It's going to be fantastic. I've got some bat socks to knit.
I was going to say,
by
Donna's going to
Charlotte.
have about 10 different Halloween socks this year.
Yeah, definitely.
And the last thing we've got is that Sam, who works on our annual with us, has a sock knitting machine and just went crazy and used all 5 of the new colours to make some stripy ones.
Very cool.
It's a good way of seeing how they sort of work together. But yeah, so fun if you're just in a sock machine cranking mood.
Yes, do yourself some stripes.
Yeah, so that's all of our new and exciting sock samples. So we have kits for all the ones that are patterns that you can buy, and some of them where they were just kits we already had, we've put them back up with a couple new colour options in them using the new ones. So lots of things you can choose.
Yeah.
That's about all we've got time for, but it's been lovely to chat with you. I hope you like all our sock samples and the new colours as much as we do. It's so nice to get some new samples because we just sort of didn't have any new ones for quite a while. We were very
didn't,
busy,
no.
and it was a pandemic, so we weren't going anywhere. And now I think we've realised that, oh yeah, it's nice to have new samples.
Definitely. Well, we've had lots of exciting new yarns, haven't we, and
We
colours, so it's good
have.
to...
Definitely. I think that's the thing. We
Yeah.
were making new yarn, and then it was like, oh, now we've got the yarn, we should knit things.
Definitely,
So,
yeah.
definitely. And it's funny how it really changes a colour, seeing it knitted to seeing it in the skein. It's a lovely thing. And if you'd like to see us in person, what a segue.
Very good.
Then come to Unravel. Yeah.
Which is the 14th, 15th and 16th
Yes.
Yes.
February.
It
so.
is. So just round the corner.
Not
Well,
long at all.
Time to start packing.
Yep, we'll be on it soon.
Yeah, and it'll be us two and Laura who will be there.
And all of those sock samples.
And
Yes.
every sock sample.
Lots of socks. Yeah.
Maybe some
Couple
others.
other things. Mostly just the sock samples. But no, it'll be great. We'll be there with Knit by Numbers and Yarnadelic and Exmoor Sock and Harvest Hues and a couple other bits and bobs. So definitely come and find us. If you haven't been to Unravel before, it's just outside of London in Farnham. It's quite easy to get there on public transport as well. So it should be a good time.
Yeah, it's a lovely
not?
show, isn't it?
Yeah, we
Nice
haven't
cafe.
been for ages.
No.
You and I went for a jolly last
We did,
year.
yeah. Last year we
but,
went, had a day
We did
trip.
the autumn one a couple of years ago,
Yes.
but we haven't been to the February one, the proper one, since pre-COVID.
Wow.
2020.
Literally just pre-COVID, a month before lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And then you all came back with stinking colds. And it was like,
Maybe COVID.
but not this year.
And people
hopefully.
didn't know.
Exactly. And then the other exciting thing that we've got at the moment is, well, it's actually something that all of you are doing rather than something that we're doing. But it's this year's open weekend yarn. We thought it would be really fun to let you all at home design it and just tell us what you like. So we're having like a series of surveys. And the first one where you got to pick the blend and also like the vibe of the colour palette. The results of that are in, so they'll be on the blog. And then the next survey where you actually get to pick the colours, so the really exciting one, I think is coming out next week. So keep an eye out.
It's exciting times, isn't
I
it? Look forward to seeing it.
I know. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I think we always really enjoy making the open weekend yarn, but then we thought, well, you all at home should get to have a go. Like, we can't have all the fun ourselves.
They've got to do the work. That's actually
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
we don't want to do this anymore. Let's get someone else to. No, it is fun. But, we're working on quite a lot of other things behind the scenes. So, like, our brains are a little bit in some other colour palettes and plans. So we're like, well, let's have someone else who isn't just going to pick the same colour. Because that's the other problem we have here, is that we have so many colours that we make them, we go, oh, we made that one, it's in different yarn mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be
we,
nice to see if
we've
other
all got
people
our
come to
colours that we
ideas.
like, don't we?
do.
So
We do. But we can all agree on navy and teal.
Yes.
So there'll probably be some of that in there, because it seems like you folks at home also agree on navy and teal.
that's because they're lovely colours.
They are, exactly.
In navy. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all from us this week. We'll be back again in a little while.
Yeah.
Some more exciting things.
Yeah.
Maybe some more about the open weekend yarn and the colours.
Yeah.
Be good to see it.
Maybe some other special new things that we can't show you just yet.
Yeah. Something might be coming back for a final victory lap.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
The return.
The return.
The return.
One of our favourite specials. Just to leave you guessing.
Guesses in the comments below.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us know. It's probably far too cryptic.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed all of the exciting Exmoor sock stuff, and have a look on the blog if you want a bit more pattern inspiration, and have a look at all the fun kits to see all the colour ideas.
Defo, and show us what you're making as well. We always love to see. Either
Definitely.
pop us an email or tag us on the socials.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It is
see.
nice.
And if you come to Unravel and you've knitted with our yarn as well, yeah, we'd love to see it.
But for now, we're going to go home. Put our feet up.
Definitely. That's that time.
It is.
Tea time.
Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.